Jonathan Taylor, a.k.a. the best running back in the NFL. I mean, God, 20 for 150 and two receptions for 15 yards, 33 and a half DraftKings points. I mean, this guy just made anybody who was out on YouTube making vids calling him Trent Richardson 2.0, calling him a bust, this and that. He just made him look like complete clowns.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor looked like the best running back in the NFL in week 14. Had a long 67 or 70 yard touchdown run, is starting to separate himself from the rest of the Colts running backs, although they are still playing Nyheim Hines quite a bit. Jonathan Taylor looks to be the real deal, and I mean, we've been on it this whole season, so shout out to us.
Yeah.
We didn't call him a bust or anything, one of the biggest busts in fantasy football to be specific. Yeah, that definitely wasn't us, and if it was, we apologize for not waiting until 3 weeks before the season is over for Jonathan Taylor to break out. Sorry. That's on us.
It's like a really weird predicament, right? Because like if you drafted him with a 3rd round pick, you probably didn't make the playoffs in redraft, but maybe you somehow skated by, you hit on James Robinson late or something, and now you started him this week, you're sailing to the money, he probably won you the week. Mm-hmm. And next week, so somehow you're in week 15 of your redraft league. He's home against Houston, as I'm sure will be a massive favorite in that spot. God, I mean, Jonathan Taylor next week. I don't know, man. Home at Houston.
Yeah, I mean, could be a lock. We'll have to wait and see for the salary. But ultimately, I stand by Jonathan Taylor still being a bust in terms of his ADP. Just because he might have won you your playoff game this week or got you to the playoffs with his performance last week doesn't mean he was a good pick. By any means, he was trash for most of the season, and it's hard for people to separate that. I think when they see him go off for 30 points in the most crucial time of the year, but when you get 10 weeks, 11 weeks of non-existent production from Jonathan Taylor, he's still one of the biggest busts for fantasy football. Don't get me wrong. I will stand by that statement. And, the people can enjoy it. The Jonathan Taylor truthers can bask in this moment knowing that in week 14, they finally got the breakout game in week 14. So shout out to them.
I don't know if this is a good look for you. It's like you're trying to like shovel dirt on his grave, but he ain't in the coffin anymore. He's walking around, whistling around the cemetery. He's Gucci.
He's not in the grave. I'll admit it. He's been good, and maybe we, have seen the switching of the guard. Maybe Jonathan Taylor is the workhorse in Indy. I still think they're going to play their backup running backs plenty. Hines is still going to be involved. Maybe not Wilkins as much anymore since Jonathan Taylor has been good the last couple of weeks, but Hines is still going to play. It's still about to be week 15, and you had to wait 2.5, almost 3 months for Jonathan Taylor to break out. Yeah, he was a great pick in the 3rd round. God, just the results people on YouTube, and they probably won't even watch the whole clip that I'm going to throw up, and they're just going to clown. God, yeah. I hate those people because they just don't understand the big picture.
The best part about these stories is when they go on the old videos that are like 2 months
old. Oh, yeah.
2 months old. I know they're coming for both of our throats. I don't even want to look tomorrow morning.
The comments are going to be there of people that have already commented saying how Jonathan Taylor.
At these guys. Clowns.
Yeah, just talking shit about us from videos that we posted in October. Like, my guy, look at the date of the video. Jesus.